SMT Nation, we back. Folks, Verizon's business CEO is talking about networking. We're all ears, right? This is something that's really important to the channel as we look forward to future technologies and the direction of the companies. We're really in tune with what T-Mobile, Verizon, and AT&T are doing with respect to the technology and how it impacts us as customers. All right, so that commentary in today's video coming your way from this article, from this light reading article, I should say. I'll go ahead and link it for you. It'll be in the description. If you appreciate the channel, really enjoy the content, podcasts, live streams, commentary videos, speed testing, all the things we do on the channel, you can show your support by buying us a coffee. Link in the description. And if you're looking for a really good deal on wireless service, you want the legendary customer care of a great company, we've partnered with Mint Mobile. Use our partner link. Our unique link in the description will unlock those savings. You'll be saving a ton of money and helping out the channel in the process. So use it. Check them out, Mint Mobile. Okay, so the Verizon business CEO was talking about 5G networking. And the statement he made was, next year we're going full throttle. Let's see what this is really about. All right, so Verizon, generally speaking, not as boisterous as, say, for example, T-Mobile is, right? T-Mobile's always been the up-and-coming carrier, and they've always utilized that really loud, bombastic kind of approach to their, marketing, getting people excited about their brand and what they do. Verizon has always been a little bit more reserved. They've been more, kind of low-key when it comes to stuff like this. But, when asked about, what they're going to be doing with respect to mobile edge compute and private networking and a business segment and, consumer networking access, we kind of want to know more about these things. All right, so the former network technology, I guess we'll call him the president of technology, the equivalent of Neville Ray to T-Mobile, right? Kyle Malady, who is now going to come in as the business CEO, was, talking about MEC very recently, mobile edge compute. Turns out it's kind of niche-y, right? That was his quote, which it hasn't really shown itself. But what is kind of showing to be very successful for Verizon is the private networking. So the Formula One race in Miami that happened, just a couple of weeks ago, really an example of what they could be doing for a lot of companies. I think a lot about small businesses too, and he spoke to this with respect to the VA, the Cleveland Clinic with private 5G networking. And I think also the fact that you have an opportunity with businesses to really take advantage of the fixed wireless access. He spoke to this, right? Nobody needs a gigabit anyway, is what he said. Really what people need, they need a very fast, zippy, quick connection, right? Point of sales, low bandwidth use cases, but very quick, brief snap of a finger, you need a transaction to happen, right? And that's what their fixed wireless access can do. So look forward. I think that's kind of foreshadowing what they're going to be focusing on for this year and next year. I think they're going to be really aggressively attacking the business segment. Small business, medium-sized business, getting their business solutions out there for their customers, doing it over C-band and doing it over mmWave, right? Whether it's through small cells, C-RAN, or their macro cells, right? They're going to put that C-band to work, right? And they're going to put that mmWave to work. Okay, so very interesting. They asked him about slicing, network slicing, and the standalone network. That stuff is all a work in progress that we believe is going to really start to come to market with actual tangible use cases, and I think what they want to do is they want to probably see a couple of things take off for them, maybe a couple consumer grade use cases, maybe a couple business grade use cases, and then they could start selling it, right? And that's what it's probably going to take. I, for one, would really like to see some solutions come to market this year, and then they could really push and demo that, and then they can market that. Because right now, I think Verizon's in the catbird seat. They're going to be able to capitalize on that business segment and that market. I think T-Mobile is going to be on the back foot a little bit because they simply don't have the network. They don't have the fiber ownership, the high-grade circuits. I don't think T-Mobile has the small cell network grid to do this. I think AT&T has it a little bit in certain places, but even they seem to be more focused on the fiber solution. Meanwhile, I think Verizon, obviously looking at the fiber solution, but also looking at the wireless solution, and we know that one hand washes the other. So this is going to be big for them, and I think this actually makes sense. Malady used to be the network guy. Now he's the business guy. This really makes sense. And Bryant spoke to this, and if I were to bring like Bearded Dragon about this, these kind of moves actually make sense. I think they would kind of confirm that, and maybe this works out for them. I think what we're going to see is Verizon is going to continue to capitalize on the business segment, right? Sampath, obviously new and appointed to the consumer group, figure out what's going on there. But I still think Verizon is the answer when it comes to business grade solutions, wireline and wireless. But what do you guys think? Good stuff? You like what you're seeing and hearing from Verizon? I don't know. Sound off in the comment section below. You all the voice of the people, the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard.